Hello and welcome to the Masters Disc Golf World Championships in Flagstaff, Arizona. This is a PDGA major presented by MVP Disc Sports. Coverage brought to you by Ace Run Pro. My name is Holly Finley.
And I'm Jennifer Allen.
And this is our final 9 here at the Little America Crew Course. The top 4 women from the FP40 division have made it to the final day, final round. It's Ohn Scoggins, myself, Holly Finley, Stephanie Vincent, and my commentary partner, Jennifer Allen.
It's been a long week up here in Flagstaff, Arizona. The temps are getting just a little bit hotter today, so having to drink lots of water. Just 9 holes though, we're gonna push through. Here we go.
Hole 1, a par 3, 272 feet. The basket is on the right side of the fairway. Forehanded players will have an advantage here, as well as backhanded players that are good at turnover shots. You can also just throw straight and get yourself a circle 1 putt looking at a birdie. It's quite windy on this final 9, more so than the other days that we've played the course.
Yeah, we finally are getting more to Flagstaff temps and wind.
Representing Innova. And coming from Los Angeles, California, we have Miss Ohn Scoggins.
Own's forehand's been working all week. She gets a little more distance. That puts her right by the basket.
What a great way to start off.
Buckle, Tennessee, we have Holly Finley.
Great crowd and supporters there with us.
So we started the day with a shotgun start at 8 a.m. and the 4 of us made it to the final card, and here we are teeing off.
Double lucky kick there. That was nice.
3:20 in the afternoon.
Didn't see that from the tee. That was cool.
Coming from Austin, Texas, we have Stephanie Vincent.
Stephanie Vincent currently in
Third?
4th place.
Should be third.
Oh, third.
Yep,
You're
third
right.
by 1. It has been a tight battle all week.
Representing Innova.
Wind kind of starting to swirl a little bit like it does. It had started all day with a left to right off of hole 1, which does play for most of us to get over there on that right side. With that wind, I was going to keep it just a little bit tighter. I told everyone I was going for 8 aces and 1 2 today.
Vincent with an upshot, and she chips a tree on the way there, and she's got about a 25-foot par putt.
I went about probably 45 long. And as we've spoke about all week long, lots of lava rock out here. So jump putts, I was actually pushing off of a giant rock. But jump putts were a little difficult.
This is Vincent to save par.
Oh, good bid. We've all been frustrated this week with how the elevation drops those putts. So a lot of the times it feels good out of the hand, but unfortunately does not make it up into the basket, but that one does. A couple of great birdies to start this final 9. Stephanie and I are going to tap out the pars. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bogey for
Stephanie hit that first tree. I hadn't done too many turbos, so I missed them, so we're going to turbo that one in there.
And with that, now Stephanie and Jennifer are tied.
Hole number 2, 310 feet downhill, very tightly wooded gap that you must hit if you're going to have a look at the basket for birdie. It can hyzer off to the left side or just try to keep working it all the way down there straight. The basket is just slightly to the left of the tee. Very few holes out here have OB. Lots of nice flat putting surfaces.
Ohn up first. Backhand shot. It's a little low. Goes to that inside corner.
I didn't realize she hit that tree so early.
Yeah.
She got a great, just very soft redirect all the way down to the basket.
She's got
That looks like an old Frisbee there.
It's an old Mako.
That looks like it's hit a tree. Still stable up here in elevation.
Yeah, didn't quite throw it on the down angle enough.
Yeah, you really have to keep the nose angled down on hole number 2 here. I'm going with the Halo Rock, and I released it just a little late, kind of overcorrected for the first 2 throws.
See if Stephanie can hit this fairway. She pulls it a little left,
early
but
as well.
she makes it halfway down.
Yeah, it just really depends if you miss that line off the tee, where you land. I have pretty small turnover gap to try to hit, stretching out.
I've seen you perform some miracles with this Yeti this week.
And
look at that
love
standstill
that turnover.
turnover. Love the accuracy on that.
And shout out to my son for being out here walking with me all week long.
And I've got a little lazy hyzer through a gap here right in front of me.
Ooh, that's nice.
And I when you torque that disc too much, it flattens out.
Yep.
It is 12 years old.
Which is the kind of disc that you want up here at 7,000 feet. So,
Stephanie looking to scramble for par.
and she has such a great short game, but unfortunately too many trees out here in front. Which foot do you like in front? I think she switched there. I think she had... The first time, I think she had her left foot in front. You know, you see...
I switch it up, too, just depending on which angle might feel the best. I don't have, like, one permanent position.
All right, so Holly's probably about 60 feet out, maybe 50 feet. Look at that gallery.
I know.
We were the very last to tee off this afternoon, so... The men are out there on the long course. That is a long birdie putt for Ohn.
Ohn's second birdie in a row here. Yeah, we started the round at 320. It was about 97 degrees. Jen
Kept the height.
It's a good looking par putt. It wasn't short either.
Nope. And it's so funny. They usually feel like they all come out the same. Right side chain hit very solid. Seen some odd spits this week on the disc catchers, as well as some kind of crazy rollaways for how many flat surfaces we have.
And with another bogey from Stephanie, that moves Jennifer Allen into the third place spot. I'll walk away with an unfortunate double here on the second.
Practice. It's the difference between good and great. Distractions are obstacles. Eliminate them and see how far you can go.
And with this final 9 layout, we move from hole 2 over to hole 12. A 270-foot par 3, the road on the right side is out of bounds. A couple of different routes you can take here. A more conservative player might take this drone route, more straight ahead, playing to the left of the basket. If you're feeling more aggressive or risky, you might try a shot that goes out over the road, over the out of bounds, swinging back in bounds, hopefully getting you a birdie look. First up on the box, we have Ohn Scoggins after 2 birdies in a row, and she takes that more aggressive route, but keeps it right in bounds, barely. And now she's looking at birdie.
Roll. She has thrown something different on this hole every single round, which is a lot of the holes out here in the tree, which is fun. That one pops up a little high out of my hand. It was the angle I wanted, but getting caught up high, I'm going to drop down towards the road, but I'm safe. Stephanie usually has been taking the straight route and hyzering off safely to the left. Ooh, goes a little bit more in, but that is almost perfect.
She makes it halfway down the fairway.
Little kickoff on that left side is more open for the putts. Let's see if Holly's hyzer.
And a bit of a misfire.
Oh, but that was a really good angle.
And I've kicked out of bounds here.
And that's the risk. That's why I actually didn't take... I practiced that way, But I had a couple of kicks that are coming in really nice, and this row of trees on the left there has the tendency to give you the bounce to the right OB. Absolutely perfect upshot though. That's going to be there for the bogey putt.
Jennifer's got a birdie look here.
Yeah, this was luckily slightly a little bit more to the right than the early morning round.
Ooh.
Give it a little bid.
Way to miss that tree.
Long week.
Stephanie's got a long birdie look. We've seen her hit some jumpers.
Great height.
Now that's a hefty par comeback. Jennifer and Stephanie are battling for third.
That right side caught.
Turkey start for Ohn Scoggins. 3 birdies in a row.
She's been frustrated with the putts all week, but now they're looking really good.
And
oh my goodness, off the pole. That was so pretty. Hit absolutely perfect on the pole.
Jennifer in for the par. Whoop.
I can never grab those in the pine needles. Wow, this pole is ugly. That is 2 very unfortunate pole bounces on some beautiful putts. I'm glad Stephanie kind of bobbled hers too. I don't know what it is about the pine needles right here. I never can pick up, but we need some nicer baskets. Going over here to 13. This is 252 feet. It is uphill, par 3, tightly wooded again. The flip up straight route is nice, and if it can hyzer just a little bit to the left side, you're gonna have a look at that basket that rests all the way on the top of this rocky mound. So Ohn's gonna maintain the box here with that hot start. Beautiful line, and will she get the skip? No.
She's on the hill.
Yeah, it's so hard to get the right skip on that hill, but at least it did not roll.
And now she's got a choice if she wants to take the putt or not. And we know Ohn, she's going to take the putt.
I had a huge kick to the right
Wow.
earlier. Oh, I wish that would have stayed by the basket.
That's the first shot I've seen all weekend that actually made it to the top of the hill successfully and stayed there.
Yeah, that one would have been so fun to ace.
TL?
Yeah, flip up TL. I love it in elevation with the glide. Stephanie.
First time we haven't seen Stephanie successfully make it to the hill.
Yeah, you just know that was not released high. That's where the wind just pushes it up sometimes. Yours keeps a great height, then it's going to get over there towards the hill. So this, I think, is a kind of hard upshot to keep that straight line. I'm not sure she meant to go on the left side,
I feel
but
like
that's
she was going to play right.
I had that almost the same shot, and it's difficult. But she's going to be up there on the left for a putt. You're taking the right side. That was close. Great bid. Even if it wasn't a bid, that was close.
Ohn Scoggins for birdie.
Pretty look at it.
Look at the angle.
Just drops, yeah.
Jen up here with the best drive I've seen all week.
And unfortunately, it was further than that camera angle made it look. But
25-foot death putt.
yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to hit that one high.
Stephanie makes good for the par, even though her upshot went in an unintended path.
Yeah, anywhere up top is fine. It is just a little challenging with looking down the rocks. But I am happy with the 3. I was covering Ohn's putter there, so she was looking for it.
I was looking all over, like, where is Ohn? Is it my turn? And then I was like, I'm just going to go. She's not moving. Let's check out hole 14. 237 feet, a par 3. The basket's just straight ahead off the tee. Main thing, just hit this gap, get up there, and give yourself a putt. If you throw it too low, you're likely not going to get a lot of skip, so you need to hang it in the air all the way to the circle in order to get a realistic look. Often found if you land at those logs, they can catch you up as well.
Yeah, this looks simple. Just, right there, 237 straight in front. It's not.
We've seen this unique shot shape from Ohn, this standstill, and she's gotten up to the basket all week. She's done it again.
Yep, that's a good look at it. I'm going putter, just trying to hit the straight line, releasing it early.
Well, you hit one nice gap, though.
I was going to say lucky to find some kind of weird gap on the left.
And you got a long putt.
Stephanie goes right, but with a hyzer angle. If that would have missed that tree right there, I think that would have had a look for birdie.
And I'm using that same Innova Mako.
Not a lot of disc changing shots up here. That one's perfect. Putting Holly about 10 feet.
Stephanie scrambling for par.
It's so hard to take out so many discs on your bag, but I think we all could have played with about 5.
You said it.
All right, probably 50 or so feet, but tree right in my stance. And I'm sure there's a rock or two underneath my feet. We're going to give it a soft bid. Another dropper.
Scoggins for birdie from 28.
Solid.
She's in for another one.
On fire. Like, just hammering it down, wanting to take that 3rd title in a row.
Steph makes good for her par.
Pull nice there. That one stays. Great birdie.
Tried to putt it slightly softer than before.
I know after I saw the spits earlier, I was like, okay, I'm going to hit this as soft as possible.
Jen with the turbo.
Slamming it in. Ready to go home. Oh, see? Fatigue. I'm done. Checking out. Let's check out hole 15, 258 feet. This is a par 3. Most of us taking this hyzer route on the right side. If you want to try your luck at hitting any of those little gaps on the left, good luck. Whether you're going to get the skip or not to get close to the basket is really the true question on this hole. Some will stick there on a rock. Others will take a huge skip, finding some hard ground over here near the basket. No OB. That road is safe.
Ohn Scoggins up first with a nice flat shot through the main gap, and that angle looks pristine.
Yeah, it had some spin on it, but it hits a rock.
That's a 40-footer for birdie. I'm using a speed 13 driver, just keeping it low, hoping for enough spin and flare to get up there.
That one missed a rock. That was a huge, great skip and a little redirect right in front of the basket. I wish I would have changed to a Firebird. I keep trying to fluff. This is a max. But, yeah, a little long. Right side, got caught up.
Stephanie pulls hers a bit.
But that's the cleanest she's hit.
Yes,
she has been going right all week on this hole. So.
She hasn't seen much success on this hole. Oh, almost off the tree.
I was trying to be like you, Holly.
Steph's up here for birdie as well. There's only a couple more holes left. 15, 16, 17, and 18.
So good.
She's off the front. But Ohn looking at birdie. She's in for another one.
She was, unstoppable at this point. Nothing phasing her.
She's got the focus goggles on.
And the pretty new shirt. I absolutely love. So she went shopping on this little break that she's been off tour. So new fashion coming from Ohn Scoggins coming up. That one low out of the hand. Holly, I am so sorry. Like, all of these spits are absolutely unfortunate. That was a beautiful putt. Couldn't have hit the basket any better. So, basket's being a little ugly to us out here on this final 9.
Jennifer and Steph in for pars.
Those are just hard to watch. Doesn't matter.
Let's check out 16. A 375-foot par 3. This is a tough one to get to. I prefer to do a flat hyzer, start the disc off over on the right side of the fairway, let it finish left. The left is more open, I've learned from experience this week. And if you have a perfect position, you can give this a run.
Yeah, I've been going on this short hyzer route all week long. They're going left. Ohn has begged me to now try to get greedy with it and go the way she does. That's why I really don't like it. I think you get some wind pulls on that right side. I don't know how there's a little wind current there. I was able to get it over these two little short pines one time during practice to park it. So Ohn is asking me to try it again. So I am actually switching up to a destroyer, trying to get a flex shot. And this is lightweight, so it does flip pretty hard on me. I flipped it a little too much.
155 or 160?
I can't, it's so old I can't even read it. It is an old Blizzard lightweight destroyer.
You're still up there. You can scramble for sure. Stephanie third on the box. She's played this hole well all week, and she gets a great drive. Probably the furthest one of the week for her.
That looks good. And the low is that low line is how you sneak under those branches. That gets a good skip. You should have a look. Ohn's gonna work her rock. And hyzer's out softly towards the basket.
Oh, look at that little rock skip right towards it.
Getting that champ love right there. I have a little hyzer. I'm trying to aim at that little tree and get right in front of it.
Great angle control.
Thanks for the 3, Ohn. Don't cost anything.
Anything for you, friend. Stephanie's got a birdie look.
Oh, that looked good. Couldn't really tell if that tree was in front or behind, but unfortunately it was in front of the basket.
I've decided just to lay this up.
It's been a long week. I don't blame you one bit. Nothing really that anyone could do to catch Ohn at this point.
Yes, strategically, I'm not going to catch Ohn in 3 holes,
Nope.
but, I could make enough mistakes. Perhaps if one of you guys...
We're on fire?
Yes, so I decide I'm just going to lay that up. And I switched to my upshot disc.
Yeah, you
it's
did.
It's a different plastic.
A little softer.
Yep, XT. I thought maybe the basket will catch this a little better.
Anything to change the results that have been happening. Hole number 17, this is 225 feet. Par 3, you can try to hyzer in on that right side. I find that this left side the drone is flying is a little more open. You just want to try to cut it right in front of that really tall tree on the left. Forehand works great to try to skip in over here as well. Anything that you can hit and just try to let that drop down might give you a birdie putt. This is only 225 and plays about that. A lot of short distances out here play really long. This one doesn't. I'm going destroyer and dropping about circle 1 edge. I'm going with an old Mako. Just trying to knife it in, kind of like a spike hyzer forehand shot.
I love that Jennifer uses champion discs to anhyzer, which are often the most overstable of all plastic.
It's like, throw it up where it lands.
And she's parked it. She told me all week that's the route to get to the basket, but I just wasn't listening.
This is actually a good win. We've been having the right to left off this tee, but you guys do have, you can see the flag going there, right to left to help that hyzer in. There, that trickles down, unfortunately, on the back side.
Stephanie's had pretty good success with the spike hyzer. I've just taken this low route every day, just trying to play it similar to other holes, looking for a little skip, but most of the time I do not skip past that section of trees.
Lots of pine needles there that sometimes will just bury it. I think the low line probably is an easier way to get in than the spiking the hyzer, though. That's a lot of guardian pine trees on the right side.
Scoggins for birdie.
Yep. Oh, little kick off the right chain. That was looking tasty.
I decided to lay it up.
Yep. We're done here.
Ohn knows me that I'm not really a person that lays up.
Yeah.
So she came over afterwards and
Like,
was
what
like,
is
did you
going
mean to
on?"
do that? Oh, I wasn't expecting that at all. You shocked me, she said.
Absolutely no reason to increase any stress. Bunch of par tap-ins.
Ohn cannot compute the concept
No,
of laying
like,
up
no.
something inside circle
No
one.
way. I've seen it one time.
Paul Macbeth, what a shot inbounds. That is a smash.
It just seems like he's willing his way to the top.
Your 2022 PDGA World Champion, Paul Macbeth.
Here we are, hole 18. A booming par 4 coming in at 605 feet, Jennifer's favorite hole on the course. The wind here has been different directions all week. You really need to read it properly on your tee shot and get as much distance as possible. That'll give you an easier approach, hopefully between 300 and 200 feet into the green. And from there you can decide if you're willing to take a risk at the birdie putt or not. You could see the flag flying there, how aggressive the wind gets over by the highway. Jennifer up first. She's been showing us a distance contest all week on this hole.
Yeah, it's staying with the max weight Wraith that I threw earlier this morning, just pitching out to the right side. I personally like the right side so I can just throw a putter in at the green. Left side is fine too, gives you that kind of spike hyzer approach.
Ohn was yelling at her husband because he told her, you need to throw a hyzer. It's kind of a headwind. And she said,
Which he is right.
You're not the boss of me. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not listening to you.
Which she did get the angle enough that was fine and didn't smash it down. But just
we saw this morning at 8, she didn't read the wind correctly and only made it about 250 off the tee.
If you have the angle tilted down on the right side going into that headwind, it will smash you down. There you see the right side lift up and hyzer off. So into a headwind, even flat is the best, just like Holly did there.
Still drops a little quicker than intended, but
welcome to Flagstaff.
300 off the tee. And I had some tricky footing. It's not shown here, but I did about 10 mock run-ups first. And I threw it as hard as I could, and you know what? It went places.
Yeah, it did. We had to wait a minute. They were doing their awards ceremony up there by the basket for our teammate, Juliana Corver.
Good looking shot for Stephanie Vincent, and she's made it to the base of the mound.
Yeah, this time a little shorter. She's going to have a look at that. She'd been stuck behind it on the right side. Ohn going destroyer, gets a good turn. And we'll also have a look. We'll see if she gets aggressive and takes it. I'm going with the Haley King Kong. I love this thing, and I expected it to hyzer just a little bit more.
Yeah, you've had success with that, using it on the upshot all week, practically landing at the koozie.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry I didn't get y'all a 2.
I wanted it.
And this is a spot I certainly did not practice or ever expect to be, but, I'm just
got out of it well, though, and a nice little stop and
pitching up there.
Kind of a trickle down the hill, but it's not going to go too far.
Yep. Ohn's third shot gives it a go.
Yeah, she did.
She always does.
And champ stop. Erk.
Stephanie pitches up.
Yeah, wanting that tap in.
I've decided I'm just going to lay mine up, just in case.
Isn't that a hard range to lay up? Like that one, I struggle with laying up.
It took me probably 20 seconds to aim it up.
Oh, I gave it a bid. That little branch of the tree, I was hard to turn it over around. This is the only time I didn't get the 3 on it, but I'll take it.
And with that stellar play, Jennifer has actually bypassed Stephanie and moved herself into 3rd place. Good job on that.
Thank you.
Stephanie, who actually came in 3rd last year, will finish 4th place.
It's been fun to watch the FP40 division grow, more and more talent. And there it is, Ohn's third in a row, Masters World Champion. Getting hugs all around.
3-time to the signature.
Yeah, I have a leopard that she signs every year.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you your 2023 PDGA Master World Champion,
That is a local FPO player.
Ohn Scoggins.
Introducing Ohn as our 2023 Masters FP40 World Champion. Beautiful trophy. Thank you to Flagstaff for having us.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Terry Miller for a quick interview.
Welcome in, Ohn Scoggins, now crowned 3-time world champion. Ohn, how does that feel?
Feel great, hard work paying off, but I would love to perform better, but win is win, I'll take it, so.
Nobody works harder than you. It feels like anytime you need to practice or you need to work on a little part of your game, somebody can find you in the field or at a basket. Where does that hard work, where does that determination come from?
I just feel like it's here and there. I feel like I should do a little bit more here and there or work harder. I just never satisfied with my work, or practice hard enough. I just feel like, man, you know what? I compare myself with a lot of ladies out there because I always see them work hard too. I'm like, man, do I work hard enough? I always have questions with myself. So to make me feel better, I would love to be just out there throwing, putting, and make sure I got everything done. So.
Some great competition this week. The women were out there charging after you. They were trying to catch up to you. What are you thinking as other players like Holly Finley are right there, super close to you?
I'm not gonna lie, they make me leg shaking. There's so many times I almost pee myself. Because Holly, she was like, one point, she was like one stroke for me. I'm like, oh my God, I wanna cry. I was so nervous, but I try to hold on to it, try not to show my anxiety, but this is probably the most close
matchup competition.
Matchup. So thank you, my teammate. She put me in a better game. That is so much fun to feel, I believe. And then thank God, my teammate was push me. I feel that so many times this weekend. So I want to thank you them.
All right, I'm sure you have a few more thanks. Anyone or any sponsors you'd like to thank out there, and all the people that have been watching your journey this week?
First of all, thank you, my husband, who support me all the time, even take the train overnight to come and support me, and he have a lot of work out there, and then Innova, of course, Helix and Grip Bag and Sugar and so on, and of course my fan everywhere. They text me, they love me, big support. People here so nice. Even we have almost 100 degrees. Look at this. We have so many crowds. Right, guys? Yeah. They are the best, so thank you so much.
This week, you are the best. You're now a 3-time world champion in Flagstaff, Ohn Scoggins.
So there we have it, the final 9, Ohn Scoggins, 36 under par, Holly Finley 21 under, Stephanie Vincent at 15 under, and myself at 18 under. We want to thank everyone for following along all week long. Thank you Flagstaff, thank you for the PDGA, thank you Ace Run Pro for providing this incredible coverage.
Also, thank you to all the volunteers and the spectators. We appreciate everyone getting their tickets and coming out and following us in the heat. And we'll see you next year.